Before I go into detail about this, I want to put out there that I have absolutely no problems with people being gay, bisexual, or wanting to change their gender. America can do whatever America wants to do. And now, the awareness. What has put our community into a position thinking in these ways? Nothing just comes out of thin air, you guys. I'm offended by what I'm saying about gays and this and that. Please let that be your opinion. And please let that opinion be kept to yourselves. These are for children that don't have a mind of their own just yet. America is trying to fixate for them before they're able to even realize who they are. That's what this video is for. So if you're a grown-ass person and you gay, I don't give a fuck. Gay, be you. These are for children that haven't gotten to an adult stage yet. And they still have a mind that needs to grow. Thank ya. I'm up tonight. Usually it's the worries of the world, daily stuff that's got me up. But tonight is a whole different subject. Tonight I'm up because of our little black boys. Protect your little black boys, guys. I need y'all to protect your little black boys. To be honest with you, I really wanted to make this a kid-friendly video because I wanted to talk directly to the little black boys, because unfortunately for y'all adults, y'all just don't believe nothing until it actually happens, just like every generation before us. But that's besides the point. The thing is, I'm such a strong black mother because of the fact that I paid attention to so many things around me, and thank God I was blessed to be shielded by the things that were happening around me. But I've seen a lot, and I heard a lot, and being shielded from it all happening to me is what made me become this strong-minded black mother and woman. Of course, I'm a woman first. But I have a little black son too. And I need y'all to protect your little black sons. You know why? Because all of y'all little black sons out there go to school with a lot of little white kids. And those little white kids are very intimidated by your little black boys. Of course they don't understand why. They were only raised around spiritual generations that were taught to mistreat us and beat us. And that resulted our generation of black human beings into becoming, I wouldn't say scared, but just easily manipulated because of the fact that when they spoke their mind, it never was a good thing for them. They always got in trouble because of the fact that they spoke their mind. And just get timid when it's time to speak our minds. Reverting back to the little white kids that our little black boys go to school with. Deep down inside, they're intimidated by their strength, by their mentality of understanding certain things very easily, because we raise our kids, of course, to be strong-minded. So our little black boys are nowhere near ignorant. They're very smart, okay? And because of that, they want to fit in so bad. Because sometimes smart kids are looked at as nerds in school. Bullying is a very big thing in school, and it has been for years. But even though we sit our children down and we teach them how to be strong-minded, and we teach them how not to back down from what they know is right, we still have to teach them that not everybody that looks at them as a friend are always friends. Now, don't get me wrong. These little white kids, they want to be good friends with them, with your little black boys. But they don't want them to be better than them. You have to understand this, that white children are not raised to want your little black children to be better than them. But our children so desperately want to fit in so bad that they will give those little white kids anything that they ask for, if that means that they'll be best friends with these little white kids. And I'm not talking in the sense of items, giving them things. I'm talking in the sense of changing their perspective on the way that they have been taught by you, just so that they can fit in with them. They will act however these white little kids want them to act, if that means that they have a friend afterwards. Now, this is something that really irritates me a lot, because I feel that a lot of grown people laugh at this certain thing, like I said, until it actually happens. A majority of our children brought up and raised in poverty, in a very low class environment. They never had nothing. They never expected to have anything because of where they came from and who they came from. So when it seems as though they can do something or say something that is so easy for them to be able to gain a friend, then they're going to do it. They don't care how it makes them look or what type of person it makes them become when they get older, because they're not thinking about being adults, right? About having happiness in their life, because their life has been so depressing because they've been raised in depression. You understand what I'm saying? Children don't care how they look in a certain perspective when it has something to do with, oh, if I do this, then I'll have a friend. They're going to do it, no matter what the case is. But see, you don't go to school with them, so you don't realize this, you don't understand this, and you're thinking in an adult mindset. So you're thinking, well, when I was a child, I wouldn't let nobody bully me. Well, guess what? It's a whole nother generation now. And because you didn't let nobody bully you, you ended up becoming an adult that your child doesn't want to be. You ended up becoming an adult that has multiple baby daddies and still living in the hood. You don't have no money. You never have money for them to be able to buy stuff. But guess who has money for them to be able to get whatever they want? White people and white people's parents. So guess who they want to be like? White people and white people's parents. Now going right back to how little white kids don't want to feel intimidated by black kids. Okay? Stay with me, okay? These white little children feel that your son is very smart, probably much more smarter than them. So they're not going to give them any attention. They're not going to make them feel superior until they do something embarrassing to their own identity. That's when they laugh with that little black boy. That's when they put their hand on that little black boy's shoulder like, hey, you're funny, man. I like you. You act gay. That's funny. You like to beat people up. That's funny. And do you know why it's funny to a little white boy? Because it shows that that little black boy thinks underneath that little white boy. So now they can be friends. This is where not only our generation is messing up, but we are messing up with our children, because we're starting off telling them how to be more superior than the ones around them, but not telling them how to gain real friends and good people in their corner. No little black boy wants to listen to you from the hood. If you from the hood has not shown a life that this little black boy wants, they gonna act tough around you, but as soon as they get to school, they will be that sissy that they need to be for that little white boy in order for them to have happiness when they're around these little kids. Y'all don't care about these little kids enough. And that's why they roaming around, acting however they want to act, putting whatever persona that they need to put out there to be noticed by somebody other than you. They know mama gonna love them. They know daddy gonna love them. So what? What does that do to their happiness? That doesn't give them a parent that can buy them anything that they ask for. Not saying that parents are supposed to buy their children everything they ask for, but children don't understand the value of $1. They understand sad and happy. We have to put ourselves in a position that we are teaching our children that no matter what these kids want from them, they have to be true to themselves. This is what brings them in order to prosper in life, to actually love themselves as they get older more and more every day. They will learn the value of that dollar. They will learn why other kids don't like them until they do something silly. Because we will be the ones teaching them about what society wants from them and how society looks at them. Our little black boys are being targeted, y'all. And they don't care. So who's going to care for them? We should. And until we do, these little black boys are going to be okay with not liking their gender and trying to become another gender other than what they are. Or they're going to become these murderers and these bullies that they need to be in order for them to be seen. Everybody respects a bully. Everybody respects a bully. Why? Because everybody fears a bully. These white kids, of course they're going to be intimidated. by where we come from, our generation. Our ancestry is built up amongst kings and queens, and we do not believe this at all in our hearts. So because we laugh at it, our children laugh at it. Because we don't think that we are anything special, our children don't think that they're anything special. So why not be what those kids want them to be? We have to think clearer. We have to get our minds right in order for our children to be right. Do we want our generation to be better, or do we want it to be the same? We have to ask ourselves that. Because we're steadily walking around this earth, not giving a damn about ourselves or anybody else. We don't care. So what makes you think, or what makes us think, that our children are going to care? Like, how small-minded can we be on the fact of, if we're not doing it, we cannot expect our children to do it neither. It's simple. Your children are not going to do anything more than what you do. Your children are not going to think anything more than I push myself to be better each and every day. No matter how it may look to the rest of the world, I'm not going to be ashamed of where I come from, because I'm pushing myself to become better. And because I have that kind of soul, I don't worry about my kids. I'll tell you that right now. But I don't worry about me or them. I worry about that manipulation environments that they're in. And that's why I have to make videos like this. Because y'all grown-ups out here are simple-minded. And y'all around my children. This is an environment that my children have to be raised around. And I'm not talking about specific places. I'm talking about America in itself. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten the funds yet to be able to move out of the country and be around more high vibrational and highly aspected people. I will be putting these type of videos out there for the world to see, because hopefully they make y'all open y'all eyes as adults and realize that your children are not going to do what you say. They're going to do what you do. And in hopes that these videos get around the world so much that they impact the lives of your children and my children as well, so that we all can grow up to understand what this world is actually targeting us on, and what this world is actually trying to build us into becoming. It's sad, but without having people like me, it's just gonna get sadder. Wake up.